is ready. Dustin Wolf has had a sensational start to the season and proved once again last night why he is 100% ready to be a #1 goalie in the NHL. For all of his career, he has been told he's too small and can't play in the NHL, but after proving it in juniors and the minors, he's finally proven that he is more than capable of carrying an NHL team, which is massive for the future of the Calgary Flames. We're going to get into all that and more in this video, but first, I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. And let's hop straight in and talk about how he is ready, of course, in reference to Dustin Wolf. And where does it all begin? Well, it all began many years ago. But no, we'll talk about last night, of course, where the Flames got a big divisional win against the LA Kings. The Kings were top of the division. Well, they still are top of the division. They've played a few more games than some other teams, but still a massive win for the Flames. Really one of the most complete games they've played all year. What a team win it was. It seems like this team really excels when they are playing good defensive hockey, and the score didn't show it, but honestly, the Flames played great and had so many scoring chances. I mean, Connor Zary alone could have scored at least a hat trick. You know, Kuzmenko was playing with some shiftiness, some fire. There were some great opportunities to score, and again, the final scoreline doesn't really show it, but it was a really good game. The Kings obviously had some great scoring chances as well, but Dustin Wolf stood tall. But we always like to hop into the box score. So let's start with Wolf there. Gets the start, gets the win, of course. 28 saves on 29 shots for the .966 save percentage, and he was this close, literally about this close to his first career NHL shutout. It was centimeters over the line, but the goal did stand, and it should have. It did cross the line. If only we could have had cameras like that 20 years ago. But either way, Wolf's that close to getting the shutout. Really deserved it, but played such a great game. If we get into the guys who got some points, well, we kind of just talked about one, actually, which was Dustin Wolf. It doesn't show it here on this graphic, but Wolf gets his first career assist, which was super cool. Getting an assist on the Jonathan Huberdeau goal. What a pass by Kuzmenko that was. What a play. But Michael Backlund, he gets a goal and an assist. Another snipe shot. Almost two identical goals in back-to-back games for the captain. He also got an assist on the empty netter. Jonathan Huberdeau got that breakaway goal. Kevin Rooney added the empty netter. And then Coronado and Kuzmenko added assists as well, of course, as Dustin Wolf. Great game overall. No one particularly had a terrible game, in my opinion. If I had to say who didn't fully impress me, I would say Tyson Barrie at times didn't look great. But other than that, you know, the whole Kevin Rooney, look, he gets the empty netter, but man, there were some times where you wish he wasn't out there. But another thing I did want to mention was the Justin Kirkland fight. Great for him to step up. You know, it looked like Ball might have been going in there to fight against Hellenius. Remember his dad playing for the Flames? Yeah, Kirkland steps up. That was great to see. But the main man we want to talk about is, of course, Dustin Wolf. Give me an awoo down in the comments. Let's start by talking about this article here from Colton Pankow of, I believe this is the Daily Faceoff or Offside, whichever branch of it is, but he says, Flames Wolf all smiles after accomplishing new NHL feats. So some huge saves at crucial times may not be what Dustin Wolf remembers when thinking back about the Flames' 3-1 win over the LA Kings last night. I'm sure a big part of it will actually be him wanting that shutout. He was so close. What a play it was. It looked like the save of the year, but it ended up obviously crossing the line. Wolf was spectacular in the Flames' 8th win of the season, kicking aside 28 of the 29 shots he faced in the divisional matchup. He nearly had a shutout, though Trevor Moore was able to beat him with just minutes remaining. And again, inches, not even an inch, centimeters. That's how close it was. Nonetheless, it was yet another solid performance from the 23-year-old. That was a full 60 minutes from our group. That's what we should expect from ourselves, Wolf said. When we play like that, we give ourselves an opportunity to win each and every night. And that, of course, is, you know, I mean, a bog standard thing for any professional hockey player to say in a postgame, but it's in reference to how slow the Flames have been starting recently. They played a full 60 minutes, and I gotta say, too, the broadcast team and just that broadcast in general for Amazon Prime was actually really, really good, or at least I thought so anyway. They were super entertaining. It was a great game all over the place. So entertaining. Great for the sport, of course. But, of course, the Flames playing that well, again, The scoreline didn't show it, but it was a really good game. The Flames played well for 60 minutes. If Zary could have popped a couple of those in, my goodness, it could have been a barn burner. But either way, the Flames goaltender made several great saves. Whoa, pause there. The Flames goaltender made several great saves, make sure you don't mix that one up, to help preserve the win. Perhaps none bigger than a breakaway save on Kevin Fiala in the first period of what was then a scoreless game. And it truly was a big, big save there. Based on his reaction, however, all those saves may not have meant quite as much as picking up his first career assist on a Jonathan Huberdeau goal in the second period. That's one, Wolf said when asking if he was chasing Tom Barrasso, who's 48 career assists, leading all NHL goaltenders. We'll see what happens. Oh, baby, he better have another 48 in store to break that record. That would just be hilarious. I didn't even know I assisted on the game winner until Hubie said, I think you let that in so you could be part of the game winner. That's pretty cool. Glad we could get that win. So great to see that the vibes are high in the locker room and that the guys can be a little bit playful when there's winning hockey going on, which is great to see. And this really does show that Wolf is ready. I know there are still quite a few doubters in the Sea of Red that don't think Wolf is, big enough or hasn't proven it enough at the NHL level. This season, he has won the Flames some games. Last night was a great showing of that. The game against Montreal, the game against Chicago. There have been games that he has stolen and played so well. You gotta face it, he's a #1 goalie at this point, which is so great for this franchise. If we take a look at his numbers so far this year, it is good numbers, better than a lot of other starters in the National Hockey League. Bonafide #1 goalies, and it's so good. So he's played 8 games, obviously with the 8 starts, given up just 23 goals against. The 5-2-1 record is fantastic, but here's where it gets great. A sub-3 goals against average is fantastic for a goalie in this day and age where the scoring has gone up significantly than about 20 years ago. The .913 save percentage, and he has just been so good. His numbers are slightly increasing. Obviously, to keep that pace up would be difficult, but who knows? He really has those cat-like reflexes and is just so good. So I don't see an issue with that happening. He totally is ready to take on more starts and be a certified #1 goalie in this league. I think a lot of people outside the Sea of Red will start to recognize that as well, which is great to see. Now let's get into the back-to-back because the Flames are right back in action tonight against the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver. So a travel day last night after the win. Whoa, I didn't crop that picture properly. My goodness, I've had a couple mix-ups here today. But either way, as if you look really closely, obviously game day at Vancouver, which is great to see. That one goes at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. local time for that one. And if we take a look ahead at kind of the next couple weeks for the Flames, so it's an interesting one because they go back-to-back tonight. So the Kings, a win last night, then in Vancouver. Then they only have one game in 6 days, which is a home game against the Preds, where next week, in the middle of the week, they welcome both New York teams to the Saddle Dome before a Saturday matinee game against the Minnesota Wild. So an interesting couple of weeks up ahead. The last time the Flames only played 1 in 6 days, they ended up having their first loss of the season. So it's weird the way the scheduling works, and I know it's going to get even weirder when we have the Four Nations face-off, but I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up to what to expect over the next couple weeks. It is a little bit interesting. Now let's wrap this one up with the comment of the day, of course, as everyone loves to do here on the channel. And this one comes from Mr. Grantosis. I don't know if that's a character or your actual name. Either way, it sounds cool. But they say, I never want to see Klapka in the AHL again. He is a fun fourth liner. Flame series made me cheer for his success on a player I didn't know much about. And it's true. Klapka at this point, with certain injuries and certain players who maybe shouldn't be at the NHL level, Klapka deserves it. Fourth liner or not, he really should stay up. Obviously, he's with the Flames right now. Wasn't in the lineup last night. I don't know about today. I would assume they go with the lineup that they won with last night. Maybe you throw in Bean instead of Barry. We'll see. But either way, it should be an exciting game. And we all, of course, want Klapka to be fiery up with the Flames. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe like you saw here today and have a wonderful rest of your day.